Hey, it's the Golden Facts podcast with Gold
and Facts.
And today we're going to be going over the NBA playoffs with a little bit of baseball and football shit at the end. But Keith's a Celtics fan, I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, and my team's out already, and Keith's team's about to be the fuck out of here. So how do you feel about that?
Kyrie Irving has not shown up. I mean, when you go...
Oh, he's in Brooklyn already.
Right now, he's currently a Boston Celtic, and
it's gonna be great.
He's just
him and KD. Oof.
His last three games, his shooting, the last three games. I'll say the last two games.
I can just see them in Williamsburg.
I mean, he went 8 for 23, game 3, and then game 4, you go 7 for 22. I mean,
you know why?
You
know why? Boston's a racist city. He doesn't feel comfortable there. That's why.
He actually loves it in Boston. He loves his coach, Brad Stevens.
I tell you this all the time. The only good things that came out of Boston is New Edition and the Wahlbergs. Other than that, it's shit.
There's a lot of great comedy that's come out of Brooklyn. Me being a comic.
Brooklyn?
I mean, I'm saying that's coming out of Boston.
You're right. You're right about that.
I'm sorry. That's coming out of Boston. A lot of great comics come out of Boston also.
Yeah. Notice how all the stars from Boston, they love Boston so much, but none of them live there.
Correct. They all.
Like, Boston's great. I ain't living there.
Well, the weather sucks. I mean,
weather sucks in New York too. A lot of
not
stars.
As much as it sucks in Boston.
What are you talking about? It's like the same fucking weather.
I think it's a little colder. It's a little
same weather.
I don't know about that. I feel like, and then
weather. It's just more racist, so it makes it colder.
Well, then you get everything that New York has to offer that Boston doesn't.
All right.
You know what I mean? The Manhattan, like there's no
either way. Kyrie's
Boston,
leaving.
Manhattan.
Kyrie's leaving.
If the season ends next game, then I think that he probably will leave it. If we win another game, it will depend. Well, the whole thing. If you go 7 for 22 and 8 for 23, like you're the problem. Like you're the leading player of the team, and you've just been atrocious. Like Klay Thompson has been horrible. Like if they lose another game versus Houston, they should be upset at themselves. Like, and Klay Thompson is the focal point of the reason why.
Before the Houston Golden State series, I thought it was going to go 7. I never saw it. No, you just talked about Klay Thompson, so Houston, Golden State.
Oh, you thought that was going to go 7 off the rip?
I didn't think the Celtics had it this year after watching them, throughout the year, how up and down they were, and they don't look happy to play. They look like
then we swept the Pacers.
Okay.
And then we beat them pretty badly game 1 at home.
It's like saying I beat up a handicap kid. All right, That's not cool.
We beat up the Bucks game 1 at home. So after game 1 at home, you saw what we were capable of doing. So you at their house we did this too. So don't act like you saw us win by 20 plus, and there's no way you thought like, oh, they still suck. You know what I mean? Like
I said Giannis was going to wake up and start dominating on both ends of the floor. And what's happening?
That's not necessarily what happened. Game 2, they won because we really needed Marcus Smart game 2. That's really what it boiled down to. We needed Marcus Smart game 2. Game 3 and 4, Kyrie.
So that's where I know you ain't gonna be shit because you guys depend on Marcus Smart way too much.
No, Kyrie shot horribly.
That shit's crazy. Marcus Smart's a good, solid role player, but you shouldn't. The ebbs and flows of the team shouldn't go by fucking Marcus Smart.
No, just defensively, shutting down like a role player. Yeah, there. It's like making sure that Middleton didn't get 20. You know what I mean? That's all. That when I say Marcus Smart,
mission failed.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I hate when bums show out.
I guess I'm a bum.
To me, Middleton, Bledsoe. What's the
Kentucky slant?
The white kid, Pat Cunningham, garbage. I don't. And then he scored.
Yeah, you got a lot of players on your team, but they don't know how to play together.
He scored 10 points in a row in the third quarter. It was like how you let this guy go off at 10 points in the third quarter, but he also had the highest run belief that anybody.
The problem
they sprinkled that in there like that means something. He's just an athletic good player.
Who? What are you talking about?
The Pat Cunningham kid. He had the highest run.
Codrington?
I think is it Cunningham?
Codrington?
Yeah, Pat. I know his first name is Pat.
He played for Notre Dame, right?
Right. Yes. Yeah, that kid. Correct.
That was a kid. He was drafted by the Nets and traded instantly. But he was
draft day kid. Deal or was it
draft day?
No, real. Oh wow.
Traded for I forgot. I think Hollis Jefferson.
I remember. Well, you guys always get fleeced when it comes to draft picks. You know what I mean? Take it from a Boston Celtics fan. I mean, boy, that deal, huh? That's
I know you guys got so many rings off that.
No, but it was one of the top 3. We will get another ring off of it. With the players that we acquired from that deal, we will get another ring off of it.
Let's go through the players you got off that deal.
Jaylen Brown,
Jason Tatum, Markelle Fultz.
We were able to trade
Rozier.
We were able to trade for Jason Hayward because of the draft picks that we had for it. We swapped some of your draft picks
Gordon Hayward.
We swapped some of your draft picks for later draft picks for this upcoming draft. I mean, they're still paying dividends. Listen,
but at the end of the day, there's no like game, out of all those guys you named, none of them was a game changer. Tatum, I thought he was going to be something, but he's all right, but he's not real.
No, he's perfectly fine. It's just that his minutes got cut in half, being that Gordon Hayward came back, Kyrie came back. I mean, that you just got to find out how to play with good players.
Yeah, that's the problem that happened last year. Like, Terry Rozier was out there looking like a young Keith Murray, feeling himself, and now he thought he was a star.
We might trade him for KD. We might trade him for AD anyway. We might trade him for AD anyway.
Don't you know he's not coming to Boston? You guys ain't trading for him unless he signs a deal.
Yes,
he ain't gonna sign a deal.
Why would he not sign a deal?
Because, bro, it's Boston.
AD doesn't. He already said he doesn't care.
You think he ain't talking to Kyrie about this? Like,
what is
Kyrie's probably like, yo.
What is he saying?
They don't like us up here.
Yeah, right. But talk to Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker. Antoine Walker doesn't pay for a meal in
Paul Pierce got stabbed up.
By Benzino. That's totally different. He got stabbed up by Benzino, not by some random white guy.
That's how bad it is.
Benzino's black.
When Benzino little ass stabs you, that like some little C-list rapper who used to own the Source. Fucking almost bodied you and ended your career.
Listen, Benzino at the time when he did it, he
talking
was
slick. Paul Pierce was talking slick. He had it coming. I bet he respects Benzino now when he sees him.
I don't think so.
He's probably like, "Yo, the Source is a good magazine."
I don't think he respects Benzino at all when he sees him. I hope he spits in Benzino's face.
Well,
Benzino.
I bet you he don't. What is it? What are they called? The almighty RSO or whatever that group is.
Yeah, I heard
the
about
Made
that.
Men.
Yeah, man.
The boys weren't fucking around.
He's so wild.
But yeah, they just don't play together. We'll see what happens after Kyrie leaves. But at the end of the day, the bad karma from them trading Isaiah Thomas, like
bad karma.
No, a lot of bad shit has happened.
A lot, but I mean,
motherfucker's foot went backwards right after.
That's just the luck of the draw.
Gordon Hayward, I was looking after the first couple. What was that? The first game?
That was the first game.
Yeah, his foot was backwards.
Playing LeBron game 1, and his foot did the old okie doke.
But other players saw that. Other players saw that man play through his sister's tragic death. And then for him to just
he wanted to play.
Yeah, I understand, but
he wanted to play.
He was playing through the pain, ended up fucking himself up, and cost himself millions of dollars. Other players see shit like that. That guy's career was ruined by racist Danny Ainge. He goes to rallies. He's out of it. Yeah.
Well, you just said that. He said that he goes
and I'm just
rallies.
fucking with Danny Ainge because I know he just had a heart attack, so I hope Danny Ainge gets better. I'm fucked up, but I'm not that fucked up. But I know he's real stressed out right now because he knows, like, damn, I did all these deals, I did all this bad karma. Look what's happening to me.
He didn't do any bad karma whatsoever.
Look what's happening. He traded a man after his sister died, bro. He played. He was a local legend for you guys. All the little kids were. And falling all over Isaiah Thomas.
He made a business decision. Isaiah Thomas is garbage.
It's a business.
He doesn't even get playing time in the playoffs.
You know why? Because he fucking ruined himself playing for you. If he would have just sat his ass down and got surgery when he was supposed to.
And he could have. He chose not to. His
little legs. His little hip. His little muscles. All got torn up.
It was all
because
a personal
of you.
choice. It was all a personal choice, man.
You know what those Boston fans call you when you're off the court, Isaiah?
Hero.
Yeah.
Hero. They call him heroic. They call him heroic when he's off the court.
Yeah, I'm sure they say their little Boston accent when they won't let you sleep up the parking lot. But
no,
yeah.
I mean,
but anyway, Boston Celtics are done, just like the Nets. They're done.
They're not done. They must win this next game, though.
How about my man D. Russell though in the airport, trying to get the old okey doke like the X-ray machines kid see through the Arizona kid? Where'd you get that smoke shop?
Why would you carry it? Why, you can't let one of your boys get like there's nobody can take an L for you. Like you don't have anybody.
He definitely got that like a smoke or vape shop in Williamsburg.
Of course. But they had those out.
The gentrified Brooklyn.
10 years ago, those were out. So that's not, you know what I mean? You're using an old school method, now.
That wasn't very intelligent.
Yeah,
he just probably fucked himself out of a little money because he was about, the Nets, if they strike out on the big game hunting, they're gonna they were probably gonna offer that kid like what is the rookie extension max? What is that? 158? I think
he'll still get offered it. He'll still get offered.
But the Nets could offer him the most. But now they're not inclined to. If they have a chance to get Kyrie,
you play a dangerous game. Like, hey, you haven't had.
He's restricted, so it's not a dangerous game. They can strike out on everybody and still offer him more than everybody.
Whether he accepts it, that's totally different.
Okay, he ain't leaving that money on the table after the career, the up and down shit he's been through.
He would have to play one more year, then his contract would be out.
Okay, you fucking around, get backwards, just like Gordon Hayward.
I would play the game fast and lose if I was.
See what happened to Isaiah Thomas, right? It's cold out here, right? See what happened to him.
He's an undersized point guard who can't play defense.
Now he's playing. He's an
undersized point guard.
Now he's getting like 1.5 mil.
To ride the bench and clap.
Thought he was about to get 100 mil.
Listen.
Danny Ainge said, "Sorry, boy."
Listen, Hove did that, so hopefully you wouldn't have to go through that.
Sorry, boy. He was like, "You remind me of the other Isaiah Thomas. I didn't like him. I don't like you neither."
Nothing was said like that whatsoever.
Yeah, but anyway, Celtics are out. So let's head to the West Coast. Go to the pretty much the championship.
Who do you have in your NBA finals?
I had Toronto versus Golden State.
That's not yeah.
I'm not jumping out the window. It's like the
right. I got you.
That's what I had because I at the end of the day with basketball, I kind of just go with who has the best player on the floor at the time, and I feel like just like any other NBA fan, I want to see KD versus Kawhi. I really want to see that shit, man, in the fucking finals. I think Golden State obviously has way more talent, but Toronto plays together, and they can cause some problems with Golden State with the bigs, with Gasol and Ibaka, and like they could definitely cause some problems.
But I feel like if Milwaukee gets Brogdon back, I feel like that's the better team.
Better hurry up.
I feel like that's the better team.
Better hurry up. Because
if they get Brogdon back, I mean that's the most.
Like I said before, don't hurt yourself, Malcolm. Because you see how they do you when you play through pain in the playoffs. These other GMs might go to rallies too. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Who's they though? You see how they do you. What NBA execs?
Execs. Some of them are like, they think a little different. They think a little out the box.
I mean,
look at people like commodities. Not people.
Correct. You are. You're a business asset. You're right. You are. You're not a person. You're a commodity. You're absolutely right.
They use up your little legs and your little hips.
Exactly. And once you're done, then you're right. Your time is over. The bridge is over.
Next thing you know,
it's falling down. This bridge is over. The bridge is over.
Don't use New York references to help Boston. You sing Benzino when you want to fucking. You sing fucking some Beantown shit.
You sing Benzino. Man. In the West, I mean, I didn't expect the Rockets to win 2 games in a row. I mean, KD has been doing his thing. Klay Thompson has really been
Steph Curry too. Steph Curry's been bad.
But not.
He's getting caught on switches. He's fucking missing wide open threes. He had a horrible sequence the other night with a turnover, missed a dunk.
Because he keeps bailing out for fouls that he thinks he keeps bailing out for what he thinks for regular season.
He caught a spaz on a dunk.
Well, I'm talking about, but he keeps thinking about like, in the regular season this is a foul, and then he's finding out like he's not finding out because he's been to the finals.
He know. But he's still just not right. So I know right about him. Everybody says it.
He's still here. I bet you. I mean, everybody's dinged up though. Everybody's dinged up. So I don't want to hear that he's like, he's nursing some real.
The games get called totally night and day in Houston and Golden State. It's fucking crazy,
and that is crazy.
Because all that bullshit, Harden gets away with the most. He's literally Harden. James Harden is like when you're growing up and the kid when you're playing Street Fighter 2 and the kid just keeps doing the leg sweep. He's cheesy. That's what James Harden has hacked. He has hacked basketball.
That step because it's that step back with your leg like
he's traveling because he travels.
If you would have told
he gets away with traveling and flailing into the defender.
That step back is a blatant is the worst. If anybody tried that like playing street ball back in the day,
you get punched in the face.
It's like
they'll let you get away with it once, but all right, now you're punched in the face.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like you got to fight over that. It's crazy how they think that
he is.
If Reggie Miller could do a step back, You know how crazy it would be if Reggie Miller could do a step back?
It's disgusting to watch. He's not fun to watch. It's ugly basketball. He's a great. I respect it. I respect it because he's found a loophole.
To the rules. He's playing to the rules.
He's found a loophole.
But you're right. It is ugly. It is not.
It's not. And between him and Chris Paul, just get one of your bench players to punch Chris Paul in the fucking face. He has to be one of the most annoying humans. I would hate to play with him. And now that he's declining, he's even more annoying because you're not even nice like that anymore. You're talking shit. Like you touch him and he acts like he's getting fucking electrocuted. He starts jumping up and down, and he keeps dribbling. He does that shit where he keeps dribbling, but he shakes. He goes, oh, and he's just like, oh, you saw that ref? Oh, he got me. Like, are you tap dancing or are you playing basketball, motherfucker? Like,
he is very animated. He got more and more animated as years went on because he knows that's how you play into the calls.
I hate there. I despise. I don't want them to ever get a ring.
Houston?
No, I don't want them to get a ring.
I'd rather see Houston get a ring than see Golden State get another ring. You'd rather see Golden State get another ring?
Yeah, because I want KD to skate. I think he's gonna skate either way, but it'd be much easier for him to skate with a ring.
No, I think he needs that third ring to justify, because then LeBron has 4.
But at the end of the day, it's not his fault.
No, but it wouldn't be. But then I think he might feel like, we got unfinished business. We got
3.
LeBron has 3, so he would tie up LeBron. Then I feel like, all right, now I'm gonna get one by myself. Now
LeBron will look like getting one anytime soon either.
No, I mean I think he's gonna have. What I think's gonna happen, it might be like a mid-season trade for LeBron to somewhere, some contender. If the Lakers are not doing well, what leads you to believe that they're gonna do well next year? With the assets they have now, it's whatever.
I told you my idea for them. I would go try to trade for Bradley Beal or for like those young guys. LeBron needs a shooter. I'll try to offer those young guys. What was the
deal you told me though? You told me
the same deal they were gonna do for Davis -1.
No, that's too much. You can't do that. That's too.
What other deal are you gonna get? There's nobody else out there that's available.
But why swing for the fences? You might have to. Why swing for the fences on that? But the whole thing.
But if you remember the deal, it'll be Ingram. It'll be a combination of Ingram, Kuzma, and it was somebody else. I can't remember. But
I think Zubac was in.
Nah, this is after him.
It was after the trade.
Yeah, it might have been. Was it Lonzo? I needed something. I did it in the trade machine to make the salaries work. But anyway, like I was saying, like the Wizards want to get out of John Wall's contract bad. Like they will attach that contract to Beal probably just to clean house. And it all depends. If they fuck around and get the #1 pick, which they have the third best odds to get, 3rd or 4th best odds to get, they fuck around and get Zion. They're probably going to want to totally rebuild. But you can't do that. John Wall is going to be hurt for another year.
How many more years left on this contract?
Shit, he just signed that bitch like last year, bro. That extension.
So it was like a 6 or.
Bro, he's going to be getting like $40 million a year for like the next couple years.
I don't think they want out of that. I mean, dude, him and Beal don't.
I got friends in DC. Nobody wants him there.
Him and Beal just don't. They don't mesh. They
don't like each other. They don't like it. They don't like each other.
But
Beal is the perfect player that LeBron needs. Plays defense and shoot the lights out. And then he's on LeBron's timetable as well. These young kids ain't on this fucking guy's timetable. This guy needs to win now. He don't got no time to wait for Brandon Ingram to fucking figure it out.
Very true.
Kuzma's good, but like, is he ready to be on the big stage? No.
No, not even remotely. Because he's injury prone, and he's still too thin.
Lonzo, I don't know what the fuck's going on with him.
Well, his family's no longer in the spotlight.
Well, we'll see about that. You
believe in LaMelo Ball, like in LaMelo? Do you think that he's going to be like a monster? I see his skill set. I'm just he looks like
he's got another year left of high school, so he got.
Hey, let me shoot another 42-foot 3-pointer. It's like
that's what the kids are doing now, bro.
Like, what are you doing though? I still don't understand that.
The game has changed.
And the coach, like my coach would smack me in my face. Are you kidding me?
You know how much money that little kid is bringing to that school with selling out every game and all that
after
shit?
Everything that's happened with the shenanigans.
That has nothing to do with him. You can't blame what happened with his brother or his father.
Very true. Yeah,
he's just a kid trying to play ball with curly hair. Okay.
You always stick up for the light skins, don't you?
I'm just saying.
When it comes down to it, you always stick up for the young Drakes of the situation.
He's a good kid.
And they're showing
they might even like him in Boston a little bit,
They just showed Drake on Instagram wearing a Game of Thrones Arya shirt and
Arya
shirt. I've been drinking an Arya shirt and They're like, now she's gonna die.
Well, he shouted her out at the Billboard Awards too.
Well, yeah, now she's definitely gonna die. Well, her and the Hound are on the journey. We'll see how it goes. But I mean,
did he shout out the Celtics? Because they did.
Well, I like how you threw that in there.
They did.
I like the fact that all right, so Houston, they proved that they can win at home. I mean, those are big wins.
They always say playoffs don't start till you get a game on the road.
But I give it to KD. KD has been a monster every single game. People who like to shit on him saying that
him and Giannis have not been fucking around at all. Giannis, damn,
he's efficient. I give it to him. He is efficient. Like because the
masculine man. Masculine.
The threes that we give him,
Hercules.
Yeah. The threes we give him, he's probably shooting about 50% from 3-point line for the series.
He knocked off like 3 years of Al Horford's career this series. I think like he just got him just.
No, I don't think all
just
that.
Jumping all.
If we win next game, I think
Al Horford's like, hey, what the? Oh, this guy, where he from?
If we win this next game, we'll win the series. If we win this next game, I would have bet heavily that we win the series if we win this next game.
I ain't seen nothing in the last couple games that's going to happen. But
yes, in the last couple games.
Whatever. Hey, blind loyalty to fandom. Go ahead.
I mean, you had it also.
Yeah.
But
I just see a lot of teams going to be looking at my team in the off season, and I like it. It makes me happy because we are, one thing we could offer.
I don't think the Nets is really they're not a destination though. Like,
how? Like, what are you talking about?
I want to be a New Jersey Net.
It's Brooklyn. Stop saying
New Jersey.
People would rather be in Brooklyn than fucking Boston any fucking day. What?
The cachet. Oh, the allure?
Nobody cares about
the
that.
banners?
Nobody cares about that. That racist ass city.
They see those
Nobody
banners.
Cares. Bill Russell says he doesn't even like Boston, living in Boston.
Yeah, right.
He said they used to call him the, you know what they used to call him?
No, I don't know. Hero, champion.
He says, he's like, damn, I won all these championships, and this is how you still feel about me?
A net cutter downer. He cuts down nets. He hangs banners.
Yeah, then they wouldn't let him move into the. He said they wouldn't let him move into the neighborhood. He had all these rings, and they wouldn't let his family move. He had to move into the.
He can move into any neighborhood he wants.
Yeah, now when he's fucking elderly, they're like, yeah, you can come on in. You ain't gonna cause no trouble, gyrating and dancing. You come on down now, boy. Oh, he's still big though. He's still 7'3".
He's fine.
Nah, but nobody wants to go there. Like I said, Brooklyn has a great owner. We have a great GM. We have a great coach.
Yeah, great everything apparently. Yeah, great everything.
Our GM hasn't done work since he got there. Did he rebuild that team back up like that?
I give it to him. It was Sean Marks.
Yes.
Yeah,
remember his fucking. You say his name right. He's healthy. He's young.
You know what he has?
That guy he has so much sex. I bet that guy in Brooklyn.
I highly doubt it. But listen, I see a lot of Danny Ainge in him, and I mean, I see what he.
He's healthy.
I see what he could be. I mean, that's fucked up. You know what to say about Danny. DA is a scholar and a saint. Yeah. Okay.
He was a dirty player, and he's a dirty GM.
He was a dirty player. He played the game the way it was supposed to be played at the time.
Yeah. He used to get
at the
punched
time,
in
the game was dirty.
You know why he used to get punched in the face? Because he was dirty. They called him Dirty Danny Ainge.
Nobody ever called him
Dirty Danny. Hashtag Dirty Danny.
A.K.A. Hall of Famer. A.K.A. Hall of Famer.
I heard he spit on New Edition. He thought they were just some kids that made it to the front row one day at the game. And he was like, hey, get out of here. I don't want no fucking waters. And he just spit on them. They're like, hey, man, cool it now.
You got to cool it now.
I heard he gave Bobby Brown cocaine, and that's how Bobby got started.
He introduced him. Nice.
But like I said, I got Golden State going. I don't know who the hell's gonna win out this Portland fucking Denver series.
We're actually watching it now, and it's just, I mean, so Denver wins at home. Portland, when they go back home, Portland has home court. I just feel like it should be a battle of the home teams. I would take Portland just because they have home court advantage.
This Jamal Murray kid got moxie. He's
he's light skinned, so of course you say that.
He went to Kentucky. That's why I like him. But he's something else.
He's all right. He's all right, but he's not real. Jay-Z said that.
I already said that early in the episode.
Right,
but I'm talking about Jason Tatum because Jesus, cool about Harden got a step back. Jason Tatum took a step back. Talking about he's working with Kobe, getting that Mamba mentality. What the fuck did Kobe teach you?
You'll see next game. You know what? You'll see next game what Kobe taught.
We'll see. It's pretty crazy with Jason Tatum because his mom is like the same age as me. They were talking about his mom's age one day, like, "Oh, she graduated in '99." I was like, "Damn!"
I was like,
"Do I know her?"
I was like, "I could have went to school with that."
I was like, "Damn!" But I got, like I said, Golden State. Golden State will defeat Houston. I think it's gonna go 7 though. That's gonna hurt them a little bit.
I feel the same way though. I feel like it'll go 7 and Golden State will probably win. In my heart, I would like Houston to win. In my heart,
because you like ugly things like fucking horrible basketball and James Harden without his beard.
It's not even that. I just don't want to see Golden State win. I feel like there's a better.
I bet he has a butt chin under that beard. Nasty motherfucker.
Oh, they showed him another beard. No, he looks like one of the tunes from Roger Rabbit. Yeah, he looks like one of the tunes from Roger Rabbit. Yeah,
when you see guys with big beards like that, it's like girls with too much makeup. They're hiding something. So
we've all slept with girls with too much makeup. So
no, speak for yourself. I'm a Christian man, but out of this Portland-Denver series, I would guess Denver would probably. I don't know, for some reason I just feel like their team's more cohesive, and they go how Jamal Murray goes. Jamal Murray and Jokic both have good games for them to go. But when they got firepower, man.
No, Paul Millsap.
Paul Millsap,
he'll
give you a nice little fucking 15 every now and then. He's not Paul Millsap. He's just a name now. But
I feel like he has
he's
more in the tank than people think.
He's washed. Oh shit!
I thought he had that too for a second.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with Denver on that. Then fucking Golden State's gonna wash them up. Now, what's interesting in the East, obviously the Celtics about to get washed up, but I say Toronto is gonna beat Philly, and then it's gonna be the Bucks versus Toronto, and that's gonna be that'll be a really good shit. That's a masculine matchup.
Yeah, that's a crazy series right there.
Yeah, Giannis versus Kawhi, and Kawhi reminds me a lot of a player that Keith used to cheer for, Marvin Harrison. Very quiet, but he's a killer. And that's where I feel Kawhi is.
But he's a killer.
Like, you heard Kawhi's laugh, man. That guy, that's not a normal laugh. Somebody laughs like that, I'll cross the street.
If we're talking about strictly on the field, Marvin Harrison was a killer on the field. Off the field, he was unconvicted.
Got identified as a killer. But
no, he was
No, he got identified on the guy. They told the guy, like, you got shot. You're not going to make it. Who was the person who shot you? And he said Marvin Harrison. But, you know how they feel about black lives. So we'll just go from there.
At the time, they definitely didn't matter. Now they partially matter. Then
they still don't.
Really didn't matter. I mean, they were really obsolete at the time. They were throwaway, you could say.
In Boston, they don't solve any of those crimes, I bet. They'd be like, one less. But, yeah, that's going to be a great series. But like I said, I got Toronto pulling that series out. And then I think Golden State in 6, I'd say.
I agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that. Golden State in 6.
And then next week we got the draft lottery, which is going to affect a lot of shit with a lot of teams that are hoping, everybody's hoping to get the top 2, Zion. And
where can you land? Best case, where can you land? You didn't make it.
No, I'm not making we made the playoffs.
You made the playoffs, right? Yeah, so you can't, you're out of the lottery. I mean, this draft is going to, for New York, it's big because of the Knicks. Like, if the Knicks get the number 1 draft pick, listen, I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm not a Knicks hater either, because the Knicks have never threatened me in any way, shape, or form, because they're trash and they suck. They always been trash. They always suck. So it's like, why spend time hating on the team that's no threat? It's like being a Steelers fan and hating the Browns. For what? What did they do to you? Nothing. You know what I mean? They're not a threat.
Oh, this year they will be.
I'm a Colts fan. You think I'm worried about the rest of these bums in my division? The Texans, the Jaguars.
The worst division in football.
Negative. My division had 3 teams in the playoffs last year. So how is it the worst?
Historically,
it's the worst division in football, but it had 3 teams in the playoffs.
Historically, you have 2 expansion teams
Because
name your division right now. Name your division.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
3 expansion teams, really?
Tennessee Titans.
Wow. I didn't even realize it was 3.
I mean,
Tennessee Titans, Jacksonville Jaguars,
but then we have an original,
Houston Texans.
We have one of the original 6.
And then the Colts.
Which one were the original 6?
Were they?
I feel like they were.
Nah, I don't think they were.
The Baltimore Colts?
I don't think they were.
The Baltimore Colts were the original 6?
I don't know. I don't feel like they were.
I said it with confidence. I don't know where they go by.
You're a fan, but you should know that. But whatever.
I mean,
another racist city you cheer for, by the way. I'm seeing a pattern. And
I'm also a Mets fan. Another racist city I cheer for because I'm a Mets fan also.
Nah, they're just into sodomite shit. When one of their players hits a home run, an apple comes out, and then the fans and the bleachers rub applesauce on each other, I heard. So, I don't know.
Negative. Or we call New York what? The Big Apple. So that's really
thanks. Newsflash for that.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Jesus.
Yeah, but it's
breaking news, everybody.
Yeah, instead you go out on a limb and say we rub applesauce on each other.
Hey, they call Boston Beantown too, guys. Did you know that?
Yeah, and then a giant.
Chicago is the windy city.
When the Red Sox hit a home run, there's a big bean that comes up out of the back of the stadium.
Those fucking weirdos in Boston. They probably let a black person on the field. The whole crowd chases him with a fucking broom.
If he's on the field and he's not invited,
they bang 2 pots together. Go scat, boy, scat.
If he's on the field and invited, they should do as much.
They go, hey, scat, chase him to the parking lot, guys.
Chase him to the parking lot. Oh man, I have a horrible Boston accent. But speaking of baseball, as a matter of fact, you're a Yankees fan. I'm a Mets fan. 3 games behind, but 3 games out of 500. 3 games under 500. Sorry. And
don't worry, that'll grow.
Right.
Hey, but you got those arms. You guys got those arms.
We just signed another.
Jet Lowry's coming.
You just love your fucking expansion team that. You guys spent money this year, but you didn't. It's funny. You spent money, but you didn't spend money. So,
you guys did. You guys brought in
we spent money. Yeah, we spent money this year.
You picked up Cano. You fucking got them off one of the worst contracts in baseball. They're like, hey, I'll take. You want John Wall?
I do want John Wall. Boy,
the hustler Cano.
And to me, he's great in the locker room. He'll hit for 260 something for the season.
Oh, that's worth fucking $40 million.
No, but he has a lot of other, and he's a great defensive second baseman. Great defense still to this day.
When he wants to get.
No, he's a great defensive second baseman. Dad, you can't even say that.
I'll take LeMahieu. Gold Glover.
Yeah, I hear you, but
gets to everything.
If you're a top 10 the top 10 guy in defense, you're fine with me. He's a top 10 defensive second baseman, without a doubt. Well, he's like 6, probably.
He's not worth what he's getting paid, but hey, go whatever floats your boat.
Who is worth what they're getting paid? Is Bryce Harper worth what he's getting paid right now?
I think he is.
He's slumping. What are you talking about? Look at his batting average.
Puts butts in the seats.
To boo him. Yeah, he's getting booed now. Now he's getting booed.
Welcome to Philly. That's what you get.
Well, listen, I love it every second of it. I hate that little fucking blonde head freak. I hate him. A little
guy's a great player.
He's a sideshow. Trout really. I love how Trout just like constant professional. Just like, hey, I don't argue with the umpires all the time like Bryce Harper does, but boy, I'm really one hell of a guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he's like that. He probably fucking kills animals or some weird shit.
Or he's just like a good Christian American. How about that?
Nah, he just plays for a team that nobody gives a fuck about. And nobody pays attention to what he does. He could walk fucking into a local bar right now, and probably me and you would be the only people who know who he is. But hey, other than that, at least you got a page, right?
He's all the way in Los Angeles, a long ways away.
Yeah, the part of Los Angeles nobody cares about.
Listen, regardless of the fact.
And they do more than, hit pots together to get you out of there, too. Put a couple hot ones in you if they pull you over, but whatever.
I feel like this time, June, we'll be above 500. The Mets will be above 500, and we'll be kind of riding middle of the pack for wild card.
It's just so funny how, like, everybody I talked to that's Mets fans, they were so optimistic this year about Like, they acted like they changed so much. They really didn't change that much, man. It was like, hey, we're bringing the gang back together. Hey, you guys like what we did last year? Well, guess what? We're gonna add a couple more old guys, and we're gonna run it back, and it's gonna be different though. It's like they got a pile of shit, right? And they took a stick, and they stirred the shit up. And we're like, hey, we're running this back. This ain't shit anymore, guys. This is fucking Jello. Like, I don't know what the fuck. What are you guys thinking? I don't get it. But hey, whatever. You guys are great fans.
We're trying. We're trying. I'm not gonna.
But look, we added raisins. This is pudding. This is not shit. I swear. We got Cano. You guys recognize his name, right?
No.
And we got arms. We got so many arms. We're like an octopus.
July 1st, we'll be in second place and we'll be contenders.
We got arms, guys. Everywhere. Arms.
July 1st, we'll be contenders.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know, but I'm just going to give I know Keith's about to bring it up, so the NFL draft with the Giants picking, I'm a Giant fan, Giants picking Daniel Jones. It was... I couldn't believe it, but it is what it is. We gotta pick him now, so hopefully he does blow up, but I highly doubt it.
So you were very upset with the pick.
I wanted either Allen or Oliver, one of the defensive ends or linebacker. They play either or, but they're gonna probably translate to defensive ends in the NFL. Two monsters that got picked pretty much right after.
I mean, they addressed the need.
Yeah, they addressed the need for draft somebody number 6 who's not going to play for years.
Aaron Rodgers did. I mean,
everybody brings up Aaron Rodgers. That's
like
one
guys that did it. There's a couple
guys.
Like
one in a fucking million.
All right, so what? You err on the side of caution and you never do something like that ever again. You
don't pick somebody who's rated like. I saw something on the Ringer that they had to, because of the rumblings that they heard a stupid team was going to draft him, they put him in their Ringer 100. So he was ranked, literally, they had to add him to the 100 at the bottom of it because they heard rumblings that a stupid team was going to draft him in the first round.
I understand.
So he wasn't even in the top 100. So you're going to fucking draft him number 6? You go with best available. They said that he had the same draft grade as Allen. And I'm just like, how? What did you see?
I mean, the eye test told them something different. That's what I'm going to say. Like, the eye test said, like, hey, this kid's a little bit better than you're portraying.
Yeah, at those empty Duke games, I really saw him slinging that ball around. It looked like he was fucking playing at Stony Brook or some shit. Like, I don't know what the hell was going on. It looked like he was playing at a high school. They're like, oh, he didn't play with NFL talent, but he was getting those, he's throwing darts. I'm looking at it, I don't see darts. The one kid who I would have been pissed off, but I know he has a gun, is Drew Lock. I watched him play in the SEC. I've seen him. That kid could throw a ball through the fucking wall. He throws darts.
Yeah, he really does. No, you're right about that.
And now he's inconsistent. He throws, if he would have probably came out last year, he probably would have went number 1, but he had 2 off years in a row, so he fell, but Giants drafted somebody out of left field, and I just feel like they maybe thought they knew something that nobody else knew, and I get that. Listen, Gettleman's another one. You got him and Danny Ainge probably go to the same rallies.
Don't lump them together. I don't understand that at all.
They go to rallies and they chant things. I think I don't know. They look like I don't know.
Go black people go.
He got rid of Landon Collins for nothing. Just let Landon Collins walk out the door.
That was an interesting move.
And then the whole Odell.
Danny Ainge doesn't let anybody go for
the whole Odell thing. So.
Well, he didn't want that fiery personality on the team. I get that. Yeah. Odell's quite a character. I understand why.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't like guys like that. Those millennials. And
he wore a dress.
Speaks his mind. It was a kilt.
He wore a dressito to the Met Gala. So
kilt.
I get that. It was called a dressito.
Now you're racist against Irish and Scottish people? Jesus, man.
Yeah, if this side go down, this side go down.
So he got rid of Odell for nothing, and but you signed the guy to a mega contract last year, get rid of him next year because he dances and he goes on a couple talk shows here and there, speaks his mind. They don't like that. They don't like when you talk back, But whatever. Gettleman's a piece of shit.
It was problems. It was troublesome and problems.
All right, we'll see. We'll see if Daniel Jones is fucking next Tom Brady. That's the way they're talking him up. The Giants propaganda machine is, in full force right now on the internet. Videos of this guy, not even wearing pads yet. He's wearing fucking a jersey and shorts, tossing the ball around. The receivers are like, oh my god, he went 13 for 16 today. Darts everywhere. No, we'll see. Put some pads on him. Put him in a game. We'll see. But other than that, I'm just fucking pissed off about the whole pick.
You got to see guys in action. I mean, yeah, you definitely got to see guys in action.
You don't pick somebody from a Duke quarterback at number 6. I'm sorry.
I understand it also. I mean, a Duke quarterback. It sounds wild. A Duke quarterback.
It's just crazy. Like, okay, even if you didn't want Haskins, you just look at the numbers from the outside looking in. Like, Haskins had 50-plus touchdowns just last year. Jones had 50 touchdowns his whole career. And it's like, what are you looking for? What metrics are you looking at where you gave him the same grade as Allen? But whatever, fuck that shit. I didn't want to talk about it. It's fucking, it's a disgrace. Gettleman, I don't know, he's racist. Fucking no. But yeah. So, how do you feel about your football team?
I feel like we make good picks, but it just depends on, Andrew Luck is healthy, which is great. We picked up a couple of wide receivers, some young, some old. I definitely feel like we'll be no worse than 10-6. I like where the team is headed. I do. I love where the team is heading. Just that everybody in the division got better. That's what really matters. That everybody in the division got a lot better.
Yeah, the rest of them are like a good, it's like the Big Ten.
Yeah,
they're almost like NFL teams now.
Yeah, so. They're really all good. So I can't really say they're all stepping stones anymore. Like I don't have what the Patriots have of having the luxury of having the Dolphins and the Bills and the Jets in your division.
You guys have been there pretty much the same.
No, but they've been. They've always been trash. Though.
Okay, the fucking Jaguars and the Texans have been lighting it up.
Texans have been good periodically. Tennessee Titans have always been solid.
Nobody looks at
Tennessee Titans. Always been solid.
I'm sorry to break it to you, fanboy, but nobody looks at your fucking division and says, "Whoa, that's a powerhouse. Look out for them."
Oh, they always been solid.
Look out for those 3 expansion teams. How do you put 3 fucking expansion teams in one division? How does that happen? How does that not get spread out?
Because they were powerhouses.
So they weren't powerhouses when they first put them in.
No, but they knew what they were.
They're like, hey, we got some new teams. Let's put them all and let Peyton Manning sit. Oh, that's why.
No, he wasn't even. It was.
What are you talking about? Peyton Manning was there when the Titans came?
What year was that?
90. What was it, like 97, 98?
Then if that was the case, that was right. True.
And then he was there when the Texans were created?
From the
Oilers?
Oilers, yeah. So they had been around. It wasn't like they were created. They had been around.
I'm just saying.
Well,
you got the team that was the Oilers and the team that replaced the Oilers, but they still ended up in the same division.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that does not make sense.
I got it.
Yeah, in hindsight, doesn't make sense, but I get it.
I got it. And then they were like, hey, we're going to create another team, and guess what? We're going to put them in this division too.
Hilarious.
So,
yeah.
3 teams that were created after the 90s. But whatever, man. It's fucking crazy.
That's a little crazy. Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Fucking, this is the Golden Facts podcast. That's our little sports wrap up. For now, life is precious. Treat it like gold. Golden Facts podcast.
And we're out.